Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to part 4 of event booking app from the scratch with the help of Flutter and Firebase. So on this series, you are going to learn user authentication, event booking, admin panel and many more. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos we upload on this channel. Now let's get started. In our last part, I have shown you how to add a Google authentication and how to authenticate in the Google and directly move to the app, and how I have also shown you how to simply upload the data to the Firestore database. Now this is I think so a fourth part of this series. Now if you haven't followed event booking series from the scratch, I will add a complete playlist link in the comment box. You can simply follow this series and can be a part of this event booking app series. Now in our today's video, the UI that we have made for a upload event page, I'm going to add a complete backend so that I can simply upload the data to the Firestore database. Now let's move to the upload event page for now. So here let's move and we'll simply write upload event and we'll directly move to this page. Now here, as you can see that when the user will tap to this camera icon, they can simply pick the image. Now to pick the image and to upload the image to the Firebase storage, we need a Firebase storage package and an image picker package. So let's move to the pub dev first. So in the pub dev, the first package in this part I'm going to add is a image picker. So we'll simply write image picker and we'll move to the installing and we'll copy this package and we'll simply paste something over here in the perspec.ml file. Now let's remove this version, and the second package will be a Firebase storage. Firebase storage, and this package here again. Move to the installing, copy this again and we'll simply paste it something over here. Yeah. Now we need also one more package, a random string, so that we can give a unique string to the each image that we are going to upload in the Firebase storage. So we'll need to also copy this package and we need to simply paste it something over here, something like this, and let's run all these packages in our perspec.yaml file. Now here, once it is done, let's move to the upload event page, and here I will write final and we'll write image picker. Now we need to write a picker equals to image picker, something like this, and we need to write this function so that I can simply pick the image. Now we need to write a future get image, and here we need to simply write a get image function. So this get image function will be called when the user will going to tap on this camera icon and they can simply pick the image. Now here I need to pass a sync, and we need to write var, and we need to write a variable name which is image is equals to await, and we'll write picker dot pick image, and the source will be image source dot gallery. You can also use a camera if you want that the user can simply click a picture, but this is an event app, so the image will be directly uploaded from a gallery. Now once it is done, we need to create one file which will be a selected image, because the image that we are getting from an gallery will be in the form of the file. So here I'm going to create one file name which is selected image, and like this, yeah. Now we need to assign that picked image, or you can see store that picked image file in our selected image. So we'll use a selected image is equals to file, and we'll write image dot path, and we'll get a path of an image, something like this. Once it is done, we'll use a set state so that we can simply update that image that we have stored here Yeah, so once we have picked the image, we can show that picked image over here. So to handle that case, I will do one thing. We will move something over here. We need to wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method I will simply write a function name which will be get image. So once we have picked the image, and if the selected image is not equals to null, then I'm going to show that image. So our image is in the form of the file, so I will use image.file, not network, not asset, because asset is something when we store the image in our asset folder, and network when it is in the form of the http link, but it is in the form of the file. That's why I'm using image.file. And now I'm going to use selected image. Yeah, and here I need to simply pass the height. We'll pass the same height that we have passed for the container, something like this. So here it is done. Now once we have picked an image, we'll simply show it over here. So let me show that. So when I'll tap to this camera icon, it will simply tell that missing plugin exception, because we have just added one, like a new package in the perspecaml file. And as I've told you before, if you want to run the app while adding a new package, simply do not use a hot restart, because it will simply show that this same error. Simply close your VS Code and the emulator you are using and rerun this project again. So there is some more thing for the image picker. Let's move to the pub dev first, so that I can show you what all cases comes when you are adding this image picker package. So for an Android, you don't need to do anything extra, but for the iOS, you need to simply add this three, you can say, command in the info.plist file, so that you can give an access to an Apple device to simply handle the gallery for this app. Like, this app also needs some permissions to simply open your phone gallery and pick the image from there. But for the Android, you don't need to add this all these things. It's simply you can run image picker there. Yeah, so this is a three commands that we need to simply add in our iOS runner info.plist file to simply access a gallery to upload the image to the Apple app. So once it is done, we need to simply rerun the app again. But as I am just writing a code for now, and I will show you later like how to simply use image picker. So let me write all the code, then I'm going to rerun the app again from the starting. So once it is done, we need to simply handle a text like the user enter on this text field. Now to handle the text, you already know that we need to use a text editing controller, and we'll write name controller is equals to new text editing controller to handle the text. Now we need to simply use two more for the price and the detail. So I will write price controller, and a third one will be simply a detail controller. So these are the three things that we need to add. So once it is done, I need to simply move to the event name, and here in the controller I need to simply write event, sorry, name controller to handle event name. We need to do also for the price, which will be controller price controller, and the last one will be a detail. So we'll write controller a detail controller, something like this. So these are the three things that we need to add over here. So let's move to the upload thing, and here we need to simply wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the on tap method, here first we need to do one thing, like once we have selected the image over here, we need to upload that image to the Firebase storage, where we can store that image and we can use it. But if you know that the Firebase storage is not free, because according to the new rules of Firebase, you need to simply add a like Blaze plan to add a Firebase storage in your Firebase app. So this is a new thing, or you can say like it was free from last 4 to 5 years, but Google is also looking to earn lots of money from the Firebase. So they think that why we give them in free, let's add some packages or subscriptions for the Firebase storage. Don't worry, only my courses are free in this world. So you can see that my courses are free. You don't need to pay anything extra to watch my courses. Now here it is done, and let's move to the Firebase storage and let me show you. So here you can see, when we move to the storage, you need to simply upgrade the project to the Blaze plan as I've told you. But like for an example, if you are making a app just for a resume or anything, you can simply add some link to show the image, or you can use like one image for all the, or two three image for all the events. Like if you don't want this app to be professionally used by someone or anyone, but if you are looking to add a storage by using a Blaze plan, then I will show you how to upload the image to the Firebase storage. Now here on the on tap function, I mean for the upload button, when the user will press this, we need to upload all this detail to the Firestore database. Now for that, first I need to use a string add id, where I can keep a random like alphanumeric character, where we can simply pass like each unique ID for the image as well as the data we upload to the Firestore database. Now to upload the data to the Firebase storage, the image to the Firebase storage, here I'm writing a code. So I'll write reference, and here we'll write Firebase storage ref is equals to Firebase storage dot instance, and here we'll write dot ref dot child and blog images. Now the reason for writing a blog images is because the blog images will be a folder that will be created in the Firebase storage, and where you can simply upload one image after the another in the blog images folder. I will show you how it can simply create a folder. Now here I'm going to simply write a child and the add id, which will be a unique id for the each image. Now we'll write a final and we'll write upload task. Yeah, now we are going to write a task is equals to Firebase storage ref dot put file, and put file will simply upload the, because as you know that our image is in the form of the file, so that's why I'm using a put file and selected image where we are stored the file path. Now var download URL. Now one more thing I want to tell you that, so if you want to know more about a Dart coding, you can simply follow the Python series. Now you will say that what's a relation between a Dart programming and a Python language. But in most of the coding language, the list, the arrays, the strings, you can say integers are almost same. So you will get to know a lots of things regarding the data types, variables, and if condition, because you will think that why I have wrote this var over here. So var is like act as a dynamic character where you can simply store anything like an integer string or like anything. It's act as a dynamic string, a dynamic character. Now if you want to know more about different data types, you can simply follow the Python series. Yeah, now once we have done all this, so now let's move with a code and we'll write await. So for that we need to write an async await, and here I will write await task and we'll write dot ref dot get download URL, and here I'm going to get the URL for the image that we have uploaded in the Firebase storage. So once we have get this download URL, I will create a map and will write a string and a dynamic, and we'll write like upload event, which will be the map name, And here first I'm going to show the image, and this image will be a event image that we have uploaded over here. So to handle that, I will write download URL. But if you don't want to use a Firebase storage, you can simply leave it blank and you can use the image from the asset file. So in both the case you can use, but if you want to use it professionally, then you can use a download URL and make it sure that you can simply comment all this thing, so that you can run this code and can upload the data to the Firestore database without any blaze plan or anything. Yeah, so here it is done. Now we need to write a name and name controller.text to handle all the text that the user enter on this name text field. And for the price, we need to write price controller.text. Like after the price, we need to simply show the category, like the user going to select a category of the event they are going to upload. So here I'm going to write a category. Now the category value have been stored in the values string that we have wrote, sorry, not values, a value string. And now once a category is done, there will be event detail. So here I will simply write detail string, and here I'm going to write detail controller.text. Yeah, so this is the some data that we are simply going to upload in the Firestore database. Now there is one more thing. To upload the data to the Firestore database, we need to simply move to the database.dart file, and here I need to simply create a function so that I can upload a data. So here I will write a function name which will be add event. Just write add event, and here the collection name will be simply event, and here the doc id and the user info map where we are going to show the map. So once it is done, here let's move to the our where upload event.dart page, and here I need to simply write await database methods dot add event, and here we need to write a map name which is simply upload event, and in the id we need to simply pass a unique id. So the unique id we are going to provide to each events that we are simply going to upload. So here I will use a random alphanumeric 10. Yeah, and here we need to pass an id, and once the data has been uploaded to the Firestore database, we need to simply show the toast message that the data has been uploaded successfully, so that the user can simply know that, sorry, I'm telling user, then keep in mind that it is admin. So the admin can simply know that the data that they are trying to upload through this upload event page has been uploaded to the Firestore database. So to get a scaffold messenger, we'll simply move to the or.dart, and here we have wrote a scaffold messenger. So I'll simply copy and will paste it over here. So once the data has been uploaded successfully, we'll simply show the toast message like event has been uploaded successfully. So we'll write event uploaded successfully, something like this. Yeah, so the event has been uploaded successfully. Now once the data has been uploaded to the Firestore database, we need to simply clear all this text that the enter on this text field. I'm saying this because, for an example, if the admin wants to upload the event like one after the another, so once we upload first event, we can simply clear this out so that the admin can like easily can upload a second event. They don't need to simply like rub all the data that he have entered on this text field. I'm doing this because it will simply make the app more like user friendly, and the user can simply enjoy while using this upload event booking app. Now here, once the data has been uploaded successfully, we'll simply, as I've told you, we'll use a set state and we'll tell that our event name. So we'll write name controller.text to space, and we'll make it blank. We'll also make a price to blank. So we'll write price controller.text to space, and I think so we need also a event detail. So we'll write a detail controller.text should also be space, something like this. So here it is done. Now after this, let's test the case, but for now I have didn't upgraded my Firebase to a Blaze plan, as you already know that, because I'm just testing the app for the users, for the viewers or users who didn't want to simply upgrade a Firebase plan. So you can do one thing, you can simply use a command tag over here and can simply use this and just make the image to space. So once you buy the plan, you can use this command, because this command is simply upload the data to the Firebase storage. But if you haven't upgraded the plan, then it will simply throw the error and simply make it space while showing the image. So once it is done, we'll simply do one thing here. First I'm going to write an event name. So let me first show you how the pick image will work. So when I'll tap to this camera icon, it will simply pick the image from a phone gallery, something like this. But as you can see that the dimension of the image has been changed, because we need to add some of the commands over here. So what will be the command? Let me show you. It will be a fit box fit.cover or one thing, something like this. And we need to also provide a clip react, because we need a border radius. So we'll wrap up with a widget and we'll simply pass a clip react and we'll write border, and the border radius will be something like 10. We can pass up to 10 and we can center this by using a center widget. So we simply wrap up with a center widget. So here it is. Now I will write a event name. So let's write an event link like Honey Sing Concert. Honey Sing Concert. Yeah, and the ticket price, let's keep like 50, and the category will be music, and the event detail you can write a random thing. I am writing just like Honey Sing show. Honey Sing. Why it's coming on Hindi? Honey Sing show. Yeah, so Honey Sing show. Yeah, just a 3 words. But if you want, as I've told you, you can add lots of data on this text field. Now I'll tap to this upload button and you will see that the data, but there is some error. Let me see what the error is. I think so we need to rerun the app again, because as I've told you that when you are adding any of the packages in the prospect.ml file, then you need to simply rerun the app again, because that package usually don't get enough data to the Flutter app. So rerun the app again. So don't use hot restart or hot reload over here. You need to simply like shut down all the not shut down your computer system. You need to simply like close a VS Code and emulator everything and rerun the complete app again. So let me do that and let me show you how we'll simply upload the data to the cloud Firestore. Yeah, so I have added all the data and rerun our VS Code and the emulator app again. And here I have filled all the data in the upload event page. Now I'll tap to this upload button, and here you can see that our event has been uploaded successfully. So let's check that, and we'll move to the cloud Firestore and we'll simply reload this page. And once I reload this page, you will see the collection name events, and this is a unique ID. The category that I've set is music. Detail, you can see Honey Sing show, name is Honey Sing concert, and the price you can see 50, and the image is space because we have passed a space over there. Yeah, and as you can see that once the data has been uploaded successfully, the details over here is simply space, or you can say blank, so that the admin can now upload a second event over here. So we can do one thing to show the image also, like a space, or you can say blank, not a space, a blank. You can use a selected image is equals to null, and the image will also remove it from here like an old image, and the admin can upload a new data. So here the upload event thing is done. Now the data we have uploaded to the Firestore database like an events, we can simply show them in the home page. So let's move and let me call the bottom name here so that I can show you how to handle that case. Now we'll simply hot restart the app. So Here in the upcoming events, I'm going to show all the events that we have stored over here. But you can see that it has wrote upcoming events. But in the event, there will be a case like when the admin has uploaded the event like for tomorrow, but the user are checking the app like for day after tomorrow, then we don't need to show the past event over here in the home page. Now to not show the past events over here, we need to simply manage the data while keep on checking the date, like at which date this event is going to help. Now the main thing I think so I have missed over here, which is showing a date and the time. So we need to also show the date and the time at which day and the time the event going to help. So to do that, I need to simply move to the upload event page again. Now to show the date and time over here, I need to do one thing, like let's move to the upload event.dart page and let me add some of the data to simply set a date and time over here. So here you can see that I have added a date and the time. Now here I have added a date and time. Now the admin can simply select a date while tapping to this calendar icon and the alarm icon. But before that, let me show you what all code I have added here in the upload event page. So here you can see that I have wrote this code, basically a pick date function, and this pick date function will simply open the calendar and you can simply pick the date and can set a date at which date that event going to help. Now we have done same for the pick time, and here to change a pick time on this format like 6-8 p.m. we have passed a function name which is format time of day. So these are the code that we have wrote just for the pick date and time. And here when we'll go down and just below the select category, I have added this row, and in this row you can see that I have added a calendar month, a date format where we are going to show the date and here the time. Now when I tap to this calendar icon, you can see that there no execution is happening because here we need to simply wrap up the icon with a gesture detector, and in the gesture detector in the on tap method I will simply do one thing. I will write a function name which will be simply pick date, and we'll do same for the time, and here we'll wrap up with a widget gesture detector, and in the on tap method I will simply write which will be pick time. Yeah, so we have passed these two function in these two icons. Now when I'll tap to this calendar icon, it will simply open the calendar that I've told you. Now when I'll select a date, like for an example 13th, and we'll click on OK, it will simply show the 13th date over here. Now we'll do same for the time, and here you can see that we can simply select first an hour, then a minute, and a AM and the PM. So this is a choice you can simply get to select a date and the time. Now once the admin has been selected this date and time, we need to upload the data to the Firestore database. So here I will do one thing. Here for the date I will write date, and to get a date I need to simply copy this format and will simply paste it something over here. And for the time we'll do for the time, yeah, for the time. Now the time will be on this format, so we'll copy this and we'll simply paste it something over here. So this is how we can upload a date and the time. Now let's remove this collection from here so that I can upload a updated event collection, or you can say a documents over here. So let's add the event name and the price and the category. So date and time I have already been selected. Now I have wrote random event detail. Now I'll click to this upload button and you can see that event has been uploaded successfully. Now we'll simply refresh this page, which is of Firebase, and here you can now see a event collection with a date and the time. So here now the document, and here you can see the date and the time. Now we can simply track like if this is the upcoming event or the past event. So date and time is a most important thing for that. Now let's move with a bottom name, and here let's show all the events that we have uploaded in the Firebase. So let's move to the home.dart page, and here I will simply create one function which will be like all events, and will write widget first over here, and as I've told you the function name which will be all events, and here we need to simply get a return which will be a stream builder. So basically a stream builder is something that help us to get all the documents from the respective collection. If you have followed my old series, then you already know that we have used a stream builder, I think so lots and lots of time before. So here we need to simply create a stream which will be our event stream. Yeah, now here we have created the event stream, and here we need to simply return a stream builder, and in the stream builder we'll pass a context and a sync snapshot. Now you will think that what is snapshot? So snapshot is something that will simply help us to read the each document that will be present in the collection name event. Yeah, so here I will simply write snapshot, something like this. Now we'll simply return a snapshot.data. So we'll write snapshot.data, sorry, not data. We need to simply first check that if the respective collection, like we are calling an event stream, sorry, not a stream, event collection over here. So snapshot.data will check that if the event collection has any documents in this or not. So if that document will be present, then we are going to show the data by using a list view dot builder. And if there will be not any data present, then we'll simply do one thing. We'll simply show the container suggesting that no data available to show in the any collection we have passed. So here we need to also pass a stream that we have just wrote above, which will be simply a event stream. Yeah. Now after this, in the item builder, I need to simply pass a context. So we'll pass a context and an index. Now the index will read each field that will be in the respective document. So this is a collection, this is a document ID, and this is a first document, like a complete document, and here the category, date, detail, these are the fields. So I think so you get to know the difference between the collection, document and the field. Now here we need to write a document snapshot. So we'll write document snapshot ds is equals to snapshot dot data dot docs, and here we'll write index, and this ds will help us to read each field details, and we can get the data from the each field. Now after this, we need to also pass an item count so that we can keep a count like how much documents present in the event collection. Like if there will be a 10 documents or 5 or 3, it's up to like how much documents you upload in the event collection. Now we'll write a snapshot dot data dot docs dot length. Yeah, something like this. So once we have done all this thing, we need to simply pass a padding. It's not necessary to pass a padding, but I choose to pass a padding because I don't need any unknowing space from the padding like a list view builder. So that's why I keep the padding up to 0. Yeah, and we need to also pass a sync and wrap, which will be true. Yeah, so here it is done, I guess. Yeah, now we need to simply return it. So we'll pass return, and here we need to show this details that we have make just for the UI, but now we are going to connect a backend. So I think so this was the container, so we'll copy this complete container from here. Yeah. I think so I'm making a mistake. We need to copy this complete container and the row together. I'm thinking that why the container is not showing over here. Yeah, now we'll simply paste it over here, something like this. But the error we are getting because we need to simply wrap up with a column widget, and here just put this all the things inside a column widget to get a correct result. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, now to get our data here, the will leave this image as it is, because as I've told you that our image is null, because if you are using this app just for your resume, then you don't need to upgrade a plan. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you, but it's up to you if you want to upgrade the Firebase to a Blaze plan, and if you want to show the image over here. But if not, you can simply leave this part as it is, and it will simply get the image from the asset folder. There will be no problem to show that like this. And here we need to show the like and time. To show the time, here we need to write ds, and we'll simply write a time, sorry, a date, not a time. Yeah, so here we can show the date. Now our event name, which will be ds, and here we have stored the event name. So where is name? Yeah, here is name. So we'll write ds and name. So when you are writing the field name, make sure that you write exact field name. Don't like give extra space, or like if you can see the name, the first letter is capital, then show exact capital letter over here. If you think that I will write small over here and I get the result, so no, it will simply throw the error. Now we'll need to show the price, so we'll write plus ds and we'll show the price and a location. So I think so we have missed one more thing, which is a location over here. So the location is also a main part. So let's move to the upload event or dart page. So this is an app that I'm coding with you all. So that's why we are keep on adding the data to the upload event page, because these are the data that we need to show over here in the upload event in our event booking app. So we need to also show the location. So what I'm going to do over here, so let's move and we'll copy this text field and we'll paste it over here. Sorry for that if you are thinking that you are going to change a lots of thing in the upload event page, but here how the app works, you don't know how the data and which data we are going to use in the future. So here we need to also show the location. So we'll simply write event location, and to track a location we'll also allow the admin to enter a location. And let's do one thing, price controller, we need one more text editing controller for the location. So we'll write location controller. Oh, we have already added a location controller, but we haven't added a text field. Wow, that's my mistake. And here we need to simply write a location controller. And when we have done all this thing, we need to simply move down, and here we need to add one more field, which will be a location, and we'll write location controller dot text, something like this. So we have added one more field which is a location. Yeah, so you can upload some more data from the upload event page to add some more events, and the location field will be simply shown over here. Now to handle this, I will simply add the location manually from here. So we'll write location and let's keep it Mumbai. So this is the way you can simply add the field manually also. Now once you have done all this thing, simply click on save all, and let's move to the home dot dart again, and here we need to show the location, which will be ds location, something like this. Now here it is done, it is okay, I guess. Now to show the data, we need to simply get a data first, because we haven't passed any functions to get a data from the Firebase. So let's move to the database.dart file, and here I need to simply write a future, and in the future I will write a stream. As you know that I have explained why we are using a stream, and we'll write query snapshot, and we'll write get all events, something like this. And here we need to simply write return is equals to await, and we'll write firebase firestore dot instance dot collection, and we'll pass the collection name, which will be simply events dot snapshot, and it will now give me all the documents that present on the events collection. Now let's pass this function over here in the home page. So here I need to simply write one function name on the load. So this on the load function will be called, so like for an example, if the user open the app, they directly move to the home page. Yeah, so for an example, if there is not their first time, because first they need to sign up, then they will move to the home page. But for the second time, we'll directly move the user to the home page, because we can't tell the user to sign up again and again, right? Now once we move to the home page, this on the load function will be called, and it will simply get all the data from the event collection. So we'll write event stream equals to await. So for that we need to pass a sync, and we'll write await database methods. So we'll write database methods dot get all events, and we'll use a set state, and in the init state I will simply call on the load. Yeah, something like this. Now once we have called this function, let's pass all the events in our upcoming event part. So to do this, let's do one thing. Let's close this list view first, and we'll remove this. We have just made this for the UI. I think the purpose is over. So we'll write all events, something like this, and we'll simply hot restart the app again. And here there is an error, I guess, or it's okay. Yeah, so the mistake that I've made. So here you can see that the mistake I was talking about. Here you can see the events collection name, it doesn't match with event data. So that's why I'm not getting any data where I'm thinking that why I'm not getting any data, because I have passed everything correct, but here just because of S we can't get a data. So this is a small thing, but we need to look how to handle this. Yeah, so here you can see the date, but the date is showing on this format. But if you want to show the date on that format, you can also show that. So to do that, I need to simply parse the data first, like our data. So our date is in the form of the string. So we need to simply first change to the like a time format. Then we are going to can simply use that data. Now one more thing I want to tell you that, like if you are adding a date and time, like we have already added in the upload event page, do not forget to pass this package over here like intl. So this is an important package. If you are using a date and the time like we have already used, then do not forget to use this package, otherwise you will get an error. So this is the main thing. Yeah, now let's do one thing, let's parse out the data first. So I will simply paste this code over here, and we'll call this format, and here I will simply first get this date on here. So we'll write ds, and we'll get the date, and we'll simply store in this input date string. Then we'll simply change the string to time, and now we can use this date. So to use this date, now I'll simply pass this over here, which will be a formatted date. So yeah, so here you can see that now we can simply use this, and here how it's look. And you can see our first document, which is Honey Singh concert price. The location is set to Mumbai, so it is Mumbai, and the date and the image that we have saved already in the asset folder. So you can see I have done some smart work, like without the using a storage, we can use the image from the asset folder, and we can also connect a Firebase. So let's Firebase add some more plans in their system, but we are going to do some smart work to do it in a free. Yeah, so after this, you can add some more events over here, and the events will be directly shown like this. Now when I'll tap to this event, we'll directly move to the detail page. So yeah, so to execute that, I need to simply wrap up the column widget with a gesture detector, and in the onTap method, I need to simply push the user. So we'll write navigator dot push, and we'll push the user to a material page route, not a material page route. We'll push the user to a detail page. So for that, we'll use a material page route, and we'll write detail page, something like this. Now when I'll tap to this, we directly move over here. So we need to simply pass some details over here. So first we need to pass an string image. Now I'm writing image is because if you want to get the data from the Firebase storage, you can simply pass the link of an image, and you need to simply change from asset to network, because the link, so image will be in the form of the link. So that's why you need to simply use image.network rather than an asset. So now once we have wrote an image, we also need to get a concert name. So we'll simply write a name over here, and after a name, I need a location where this event going to held, and then the date, I think so, then a detail and a price. Yeah, so these are some details that we will simply need on this detail page. So let's call all this detail first over here. So we'll write detail page, and we'll write this dot date, this dot detail, this dot image, this dot location, this dot name, and this dot price. Now let's pass a required function in each case. So we'll pass a required function in each case, something like this and this. Yeah, so once we have done all this thing, now let's move to the home.dart page, because we need to also pass a detail to this detail page. So let's move to the main.dart file, and here we'll simply move to the bottom name, and we'll move to the home.dart page, and where we have wrote a column widget, we'll simply wrap up with a gesture detector, and in the gesture detector we'll simply pass onTap, and we'll use a navigator function so that we can simply push the user to the detail page. So we'll write navigator.push, we'll use material page route again. So we'll write material page route context, and here we need to simply write our detail page name. So we'll write detail page, we'll write ds, and here we need to write a field name. The field name should be exact that you have wrote in the Firebase. So make sure you didn't make any mistake that I have just done while writing a function. So here we'll write ds date. Yeah, now the ds detail. Yeah, so let me check the field name. So here it is a detail. Yeah, it is correct. Now we'll write ds image. So we are not passing any image for now, but if you want to connect a backend, like sorry, not a backend, a storage, you can pass an image. So we'll write ds image, which is this image, a location L is in capital, so we'll use that same name, which is an location, and the ds name. So we'll write ds name, sorry, not like this, ds name, and we'll do same for the price. So here I will write price. So these are the details that we are simply passing to the detail page. Now I'll tap to this, and here you can't see the detail now because we haven't passed these details in our different widgets. So here I will simply pass widget dot, widget dot, and will write name, which is our concert name, a date. So we'll write widget dot date, widget dot location. So we'll write widget dot location, and in the event we'll write widget dot event, detail, my bad, detail. Yeah, so here you can see that we have simply passed the concert name, the date, the location where the event going to held, and here you can see the event detail. I've just used like few words, a few letters on these words. It is not a complete sentence, but as you know, the event detail will be in like 4 to 5 lines, so it will cover all of these things. So let pass a price also. So here we'll move and we'll simply write widget dot price, something like this. So here it is, and we can simply show the price. So this is it from this part. On our next part, I think so that will be a fifth part of this event booking app series. So if you haven't followed the event booking app series, you can simply follow the playlist link in the comment box. I will add that so that you can be the part of this event booking app series and can make this app from the scratch and add in your resume. And still you haven't hit that like button, then please show your support by hitting that like button. I have noticed that while many of you are loving our videos but haven't hit that subscribe button yet. Though like button and subscribe button is completely free, you don't need to pay anything extra. Like for the Firebase storage, you need to simply upgrade to a Blaze plan, but for the like and subscribe button, it is completely free. So hit that subscribe button and let's be a part of this awesome Flutter family. And there will be some more videos coming on this event booking app series. As I've told you that we'll complete this app from the scratch, then we'll definitely do that. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.